One of the most commonly asked questions that I'm getting asked at the moment is which direction is GBPUSD going in? Are we going to see a continuation to the upside, or are we going to see a continuation to the downside? I think a lot of the direction depends on the dollar, especially across all the major pairs. As you can see, price has been rallying over the last 2 weeks, and as expected, price has rejected this key resistance area. But the question now is this simply a pullback? So are we seeing the break, retest to our broken resistance, which is our key support area, and are we going to see a continuation to the upside? That's the basic scenario that you want to have out in your mind to begin with, because what that does is it stops you from making silly mistakes. So for example, the people that are selling today, they're selling in the hopes that price is going to continue to the downside regardless of this broken resistance area. So in their mind, all they can see is moves to the downside, as we've now seen a rejection of the key resistance. But again, this could simply be a pullback. Really, as the market has been super volatile, I don't think it would be wise to start placing positions right now. I think it's important to just wait for the market to tell you what it wants to do. I think if you want to be extra cautious or play things safe for the long, you could potentially wait for a break above this resistance. But obviously that could take some time. Or you can wait for price to go down a bit further and maybe test out a good risk to reward buying opportunity. Maybe put your stop loss below this resistance level. Put your stop loss below this support level, and again, you could either take profit back at the resistance, expecting a retest of this resistance, or you can then anticipate the break, and maybe your stop loss could be around this. Your take profit could be around this region here. But again, no guessing. It's not worth it, to be honest with you. Let's just think about the risk to reward. Let's go down to our 4-hour time frame and see what's happening. So from a 4-hour perspective, I could definitely understand why people would be putting on their sell positions. As you can see, we've got a trend line break at this level. So yeah, perfect sell-off. And then is this the pullback? Obviously, it hasn't pulled back to the broken resistance level. The broken trend line. But we can see that price could potentially be continuing that momentum to the downside. If you're going to sell, maybe just sell it to, or you could look to just sell to the next resistance, which will be to this level. But let's look at the risk to reward if we were to do that. Risk to reward, stop loss below, so let's say 100 pips, and I'll take profit 140 pips. 100. So the risk to reward itself tells you that this trade isn't valid, right? And that's the approach you have to have with your trading, right? Especially when you're doing it as such a, if you want to be doing it at a professional level, your risk to reward ultimately should tell you whether the trade is best suited or whether it's invalid, right? So if the trade is 1-to-1, even if you think the trade, there's a good chance that the trade will go down, you should just do the quick math and say, okay, it's the Friday. Will there be much momentum? Probably not. And also the trade is 1-to-1. Is it worth it? No. So again, we'll either wait for a price to pull back further to this resistance level for the sell-off, because then you'll have a better risk to reward trading opportunity, or you can simply wait for price to hit this support level and then look for the buying opportunity, which would be a good risk to reward opportunity. Remember, guys, successful trading isn't necessarily about being right or wrong. It's just ensuring that you're trading the highest probability trades and your wins outweigh your losses. All right, so I'm going to get into a video next. I'm just going to show you how you can essentially rapidly increase your account, placing less than 3 trades a week. Obviously, that's a lot to do with swing trade perspective, which I'm going to get into because I've been getting a lot of questions about that. But guys, the opportunity at the moment is incredible for good trading opportunities. It would be very foolish not to take advantage of it. And remember, guys, if you're not doing well, seek guidance, right? It doesn't matter if you come to us for training or you go elsewhere. But if you want to trade at a successful level, You have to be willing to invest in your education. I'll speak to you all soon, and don't forget we do have a 1-week free trial running in our Forex Signal group, so click the link in my bio if you do want to join us, but make sure you have the Telegram link downloaded, otherwise it will not work. Speak to you all soon.